A couple days ago I uploaded a video where I got 50 kills in 20 minutes, and today I'm going to tell you exactly how I did that and exactly how I did a couple things after that, such as get 200 kills in an hour and even higher than that, like 100 kills in 30 minutes. I'm going to tell you how I achieved all these achievements, how I achieved all these scores, and how overall I did it, so maybe you guys can do it. Now, there's really nothing you can get out of it, but it feels pretty good to get 200 eliminations in a creative match, considering that most creative matches nowadays are really the only place that most sweats go. When you get into the pit free-for-all, the first thing you notice is a lot of the people in there is not very ranked. So there's a lot of bad players and a lot of good players, and people don't really leave the game throughout it until you start killing them. So at the beginning of the game, you have a lot of free bot eliminations, a lot of free kills. While it's supposed to go around and try to kill you, you just get free elims on the bots. And one thing I love to do is get like 20 or 30 eliminations in the beginning of the game really fast. You know, have my rapid fire SMG, have my shotgun, have my scar, have something to be able to spray with, have impulses to run away and some stuff like that, have fast heals or whatnot. I like to have the ideal inventory to be able to destroy the person I'm fighting and run away whenever I'm in trouble, because whenever you die it takes a bit to get back down there. On pit free-for-all in general, most of the people that are fighting you aren't the best players at first. So like I said, get a lot of free elims. Now, you get coins each elim you get. These coins can let you have the zero build, let you have sudden death, let you even have the option to give you speed boost or super health advantage or super strength. And all these little things that you could do could really change the game mode. Such as sudden death just eliminates everyone in the death zone and gets you free elims, which is kind of OP, but also, I mean, it works in the end. After I get 30 or 50 eliminations, I have enough coins to buy super strength and the health boost, so I can go down, have super strength to destroy everyone and not really die because I have 500 HP. This gets me an extra 10 to 20 elims pretty quickly, and the sweats that I've been fighting this entire time that I've had a huge problem fighting, I can finally destroy with my super strength, as it does over 100 damage with some guns and does over 30 damage with other guns, such as the rapid fire, which does 17 damage normally and does 35 damage with the super strength. All of these guns together make for a wide variety of killing, but with the super strength, it is a huge upgrade, given that you have a huge advantage against most of the players you're fighting. The other thing about the pit free-for-all, which doesn't really matter for what we're talking about, but one thing you guys gotta keep in mind, this creative map is really good for XP. Now you gotta get elims, you gotta get kills, you gotta do well. So if you're getting 5 elims every single round, you're not gonna get much XP, but I'm saying like 80, 70, 50 elims, and you'll get a pretty decent amount of XP. I can get like 1 to 2 levels done in one match if I get a lot of eliminations, and it's honestly kind of fun, because you're constantly in the heat of battle, there's constantly a lot of people jumping on you, and in the end, if you're the top player on the leaderboard, everyone's trying to come after you, and it's just fun to destroy everyone and get free elims and get free kills and get XP. Now, enough of the XP talking, let's get back to the reason of how I got 200 kills or 50 kills in the first place. After I got done recording that video that day, I decided to go back in with my friends and do a little bit of a thing where I got 200 kills. I wasn't intending to get 200 kills, I was just trying to have fun. Now, after an hour of me playing, I received 205 eliminations in the pit free-for-all, and that is a lot of eliminations. 100 eliminations takes about around 20 to 30 minutes to complete if you really try, and that's kind of impossible practically, but if you really try, you could get it in about 40 to 50 minutes. Now, how I get 200 elims in an hour? Well, the reality is, I didn't. The servers around me were a bunch of bots, and I basically just got about to free elims the entire time. However, because of the super strength and because of the super health boost, I was able to get a lot of elims really fast, and I mean 5 elims every 10 seconds. I mean, it was insane. It's like people were dropping on me, and I was just getting elim after elim, and I wasn't even dying. Once the super strength and everything runs out, I'm still popping off because everyone's scared of me. And, you know, my aim on controller is pretty good, so I'm able to shoot people out of the air if they impulse away. I'm able to aimbot people through their boxes. And because I have the rapid fire, I'm able to exploit into people's boxes and destroy them with the rapid fire. Now, these are the top reasons why the pit free-for-all is so easy to get elims in. Now, the reality is, not everyone has the skill. You might be a friend like my friend Storm Space, which is not nearly as good as me. I mean, he's still a good player, but he's not nearly as good as me. He, on the other hand, gets around 30 to 40 eliminations, that's being nice, on each round, and he doesn't get much XP. So how could a player like that get 200 elims? Well, if you get that much elims, I'm assuming you can buy the super strength, which means you'll be able to shoot people. Now you might get killed, but you'll have the chance to eliminate people. Now, this does rely on your skill level a lot, because if you're not that good, you're not going to get that many elims, which is why this video is mainly for the top tier skill level. However, I do have news for you. If you want to know how to get 200 elims while not being the best of the game, and I'm not necessarily hating on anything, I'm just saying if you're not the best of the game and you want to get high elims in this game mode, then it's not the end of your luck. It's simply just improvise. You don't always have to get in the heat of the battle. You can always stand on this little outer rim. So if you build up against this blue wall and you get all the way up to the top, you can stand on the blue wall. This blue wall is basically like a barrier. You cannot get past it. However, you can build up it, impulse up it, grapple up it. And once you get to the top, you can aimbot, you can shoot people, you can snipe people from where you are at, and they can't really hit you because you can hide. However, you can't really build up here, so be careful. If someone comes up, make sure you have good aim. I've been playing this game for 4 years now, and I'm level 3,100. I have over 59,000 eliminations on this game, and I have over 2,000 wins. Now, that might not be a lot to some people, considering some streamers like Ninja have over 100,000 elims and over 5,000 wins, but the reality is, I'm not Ninja. I'm a 60 FPS console player on 60 ping, and to have 200 elims in the pit free-for-all is pretty hard, which is why I'm going to be explaining right now of how I exactly did it, and not just telling you guys how to do it. When I jumped in, the first thing I noticed is 90% of the people that were in there were decent players. Now, this is not rare, but during the day, most of the time, especially during summer when school's out, or when jobs aren't happening sometimes, a lot of adults and younger kids and older kids are online playing, and as you know, a lot of those kind of age groups are very good at the game. They're constantly going around trying to eliminate everyone, and it's very hard to get elims. But the one thing about me is the bots always try to separate themselves. So I go for the bots, I go for the pros, I go for everyone in the entire match to keep it equal and separate. But the thing is, it doesn't always work every time. Most people in the game are constantly trying to kill me as well. So what I end up having to do is I end up having to run away. One of the biggest pet peeves in this game mode for me is whenever someone in the game decides they don't want to die. So they either run away, or they respawn themselves, or they're constantly trying to get away from a battle and never want to accept fate. Well, the truth is, that is 90% of the lobby. If you get into a free-for-all and there's a lot of sweats, you can already guarantee that most of them are not going to be actually willing to die. So, leave the game. That's really the only answer. Leave the game. Now, I got into the match, I decided I want to get 50 elims again. No. Maybe 100. No, not even that. 150? No, I didn't imagine anything. What I wanted to do was I wanted to pop off. If you have a mindset of getting 50 or 100 elims in this amount of time, you're typically so stressed about that happening, you don't actually do it. Now, most of you are probably watching the video and being like, why the fuck are we watching this? This is pointless. Why do I want to know how to get 200 elims? Well, the reality is, I don't know why. If you're interested in knowing how to do this, then keep watching the video. If you're not, then move on. Just thought I'd get that covered. Overall, the pit free-for-all is a really fun game mode. Now, I can get 200 elims, 100 elims, 50 elims, no matter what the challenge is, I can do it. Now, when I got to 200 elims, this game mode is actually kind of different. This game was specifically different than most of them. Most of them, I get, 80 elims, and 90% of the people have left already. And the people I was playing with originally, like my friends, they're the only ones left. Well, this last game, that's not how it was. There were at least 5 other people in there, and there was my friends in there too, and I was killing them all. I got to 205 elims, and after I got there, I realized I keep going. Well, not exactly. You see, the thing with the pit free-for-all is after a while, once you get so many elims, your XP starts dropping. One of the biggest things I play this game for is XP. So if you use XP as a motivation link to make yourself wanting to get heals, that might work as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this extremely pointless video about how to get 200 elims in the pit. I really don't know why I recorded this. I was just kind of bored, and honestly I didn't have much else to record. As you know, I'm on vacation currently, and I had very, very limited time to make a bunch of videos, and I didn't have much ideas given that one of the videos I actually hadn't even planned yet. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did watch all the way through, I really appreciate it, and it means the world to me. But please do subscribe or check out my socials in the link in the description. See you next time.